Nnamdi Kanu isn't released. The group gave the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives 2 months to engage with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Kanu's release. The forum's position emphasizes the importance of Kanu's release for Igbo youth's participation in future elections. And yes, away from that story, let's go to telecom operators sending warnings. The telco operators in Nigeria have warned that services may worsen if security agencies don't protect telecom infrastructures from vandals. Despite optimizations for better services following a marginal price adjustment approval, vandalism has impacted several service quality in the country, and the association over increasing vandalization and theft of telecom infrastructure in the country. That's a very sad one. But yes, NNPC Limited has also read out its achievements. Under Bashir Ojulari's leadership, the NNPC Limited highlighted successes in the partnerships, profitability, and refinery rehabilitation in the first 100 days. So the company strengthened collaboration with upstream partners, achieved growth in oil and gas production, and also focused on cutting costs and improving efficiency. NNPC aims to transform into a truly commercial entity while pursuing strategic investment. And talk about state creation, we saw a lot of feedbacks in the news yesterday where there were rumors, a lot of unverified information across different digital problems talk about state creation. But yes, the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, clarified that no new states have been approved despite over 42 proposals under review by the Constitution Review Committee. Akpabio warned against communities organizing meetings over proposed states not legally established. He also said that the Senate scheduled a special session to honor the late former President Muhammadu Buhari in a plenary session that's supposed to hold tomorrow. Well, as we explore the stories, those are the stories, some of the stories in the news. And yes, as we explore the stories and more, we'd like to know what you think about these stories. Which of the stories would you like to react to, and which is the biggest for you? So join the conversation, call in or text us via WhatsApp to share your thoughts on 090-447-32605. 090-447-32605 is the number to call us on via WhatsApp, and you can also follow us on social media at VOPTV Live. You can use the hashtag People's Voice on VOPTV, and on YouTube we are Voice of the People TV. Kindly hit the subscribe button, and together we can make our voices heard. There's nothing better than one more. I think, okay, the best thing after one is two, and of course if two is better, million voices truly matter. So let's hear from you. Let's make our voices heard. That's how we wrap up the stories in the news for the moment. We'll be right back after this break to put more perspective to the most anticipated APC NEC meeting over zoning and new chairmanship. Please stay tuned. Many thanks for staying with People's Voice on VOP TV. Yes, the story is about the most anticipated APC NEC meeting, because it's been a lot of back and forth. ADC says this, Labour Party is saying this, PDP is taking a stand on the coalition. But yes, a lot of people have been looking forward to this APC NEC meeting, but we would be maybe projecting or just have a bit of conversation on what to expect and what the implications of the decision made, what implications it has on the party and of course the nation at large. So the All Progressives Congress APC is gearing up for one of its most politically charged national executive NEC meetings since its formation, with the 2027 general elections looming. Tomorrow's meeting is expected to confront deepening internal divisions, zoning controversies, influx of defectors, governance concerns, and a growing leadership crisis. Backed by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this NEC meeting may shape the party's direction over the next 18 months. A major point of discussion will be the zone of elective and appointive positions within the party, amid opposition forces mobilizing to prevent President Tinubu from retaining the presidency in 2027. There are speculations about altering the 2027 presidential ticket, following rumors that Vice President Kashim Shettima might be replaced. But yes, on the part of the party and some of its elite, it's been said that that's not in the card, it's not something to consider, but we see how things pan out. The recent zoning of the party's national chairman to the Northwest has also sparked intense debate, leading to the convening of tomorrow's NEC meeting to address perceived injustices and irregularities. The party is also navigating leadership dynamics following the resignation of former national chairman Dr. Abdullahi Umaru Ganduje, who is also the former governor of Kano State. There's uncertainty about who President Tinubu might endorse for the position, with names like Senator Tanko Al-Mukaru, Yahaya Bello, interesting, and Senator Sani Musa in contention. The NEC meeting will also consider ratification of state congresses and standing committees amid intra-party conflicts in states like Kano, Edo, Rivers, and Benue. Disciplinary measures against senior members accused of anti-party activities might also be on the table. But yes, as the All Progressives Congress continue to navigate their own challenges and by extension something of interest to Nigerians, considerations for the 2027 elections will shape deliberations. The northern blocs are quietly agitating for a return of power to the north, while Tinubu's loyalists push for upholding the rotation principle. The growing influence of the FCT minister Nyesom Wike has also stirred unease among longtime party loyalists, and the NEC meeting tomorrow will redirect a lot of activities in the party. The outcome on zoning, defections, internal reforms, and leadership rifts may also determine whether the APC retains its dominant position in Nigerian politics or maybe begins to unravel. We really do not know how these things will work out. But yes, on his part, Darlington Nwaju, publicity secretary of Emeka Beke-led faction of the APC in Rivers State, has warned of the danger of internal sabotage due to deep-seated divisions. He emphasized that the need for the APC to uphold justice for all zones and members, correcting the perceived injustice of stripping the North Central of the national chairmanship. The NEC meeting will also test the capacity of the All Progressives Congress to hold together its coalition amid rival blocs vying for influence with the 2027 elections drawing near. I mean, I don't know whether it's a good time to say that this is going to be an easy part or the most difficult or most challenging decision for the leaders of the party to make up. But some of the issues that people are also talking about is the fact that there are contentious issues ahead. The APC is facing significant internal challenges, including divisions, zoning controversies, and leadership crises as the 2027 elections approach. There are also talks around the party navigating the vacancy left by the former national chairman, Dr. Abdullahi Umaru Ganduje's resignation, with uncertainty about who President Tinubu might endorse for the position. And yes, there is debate over zoning of the national chairmanship and elective positions, with implications for power distribution within the party and for the 2027 presidency. And talk about intra-party conflicts. There are conflicts reported to be happening in states like Kano, Edo, Rivers, and Benue, which is weakening party cohesion with potential disciplinary measures against senior members. But it's quite important to talk about the importance of the NEC meeting's outcome, because the meeting's outcome on zoning, defections, reforms, and leadership may determine the APC's position in Nigerian politics. So that's the background story, but it's never a one-man show on the People's Voice on VOP TV. So now I'm being joined in the studio by VOP TV now senior analyst Dr. Peter Anosike, and virtually from Benin, Mr. Austin Leftis Enabulele, a notable figure in Edo Civil Society Organization 7 as the former interim tech chairman. He has been actively involved in promoting good governance and social justices, and also a human rights activist in Edo State, Nigeria. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon, Doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you on the show. So let me start with you. I don't know if Mr. Leftis can hear me. Good afternoon. Okay, let me come to you, Doctor. The dynamics are changing and quite interesting for lovers of politics, because we know that a lot of politicking is ongoing. And as much as the APC choose to appear beautiful outside, it is worthy of note that there are a lot of internal issues that need to be sorted. What are the potential implications of the APC NEC meeting's decision on the party's performance in 2027 election?
Well, the issue is this: Nigeria is in a cage. Nigeria is a prison with Tinubu as the chief superintendent. So it is who he endorses that is going to emerge. Understand? But we know that following due process, the position of the APC national chairman belongs to the North Central.
Okay.
Because the person that was there before did not complete his tenure. So
that's Umar Ganduje?
Not central.
Okay.
So even Ganduje emerging was an imposition.
Exactly. That was why I asked him, Ganduje, because he's not from the North Central.
I say that's what I'm saying.
Okay, the person before him.
Yes.
Okay.
Who was duly elected.
Okay.
Understand me? Ganduje was appointed. He was not elected. Understand me? So the position belongs to the North Central. Just like the position of national chairman of PDP also belongs to the North Central.
Oh.
So, but now telling me or reading that they have zoned it to the Northwest. The people of the North Central is going to feel the short change. They are going to feel marginalized. But as prisoners have no voice, they have no voice. So it is what the chief superintendent said that they are going to abide with.
So wait, when you say prisoners, I mean, you talk about Nigeria or the All Progressive Congress itself?
APC is a metaphor for Nigerians.
Okay.
So Tinubu is the chief warder of Nigeria and the chief warder of APC. All of us are in prison.
Doctor, I'm not in prison, but I really want to get your reaction to the fact that the NEC meeting that is supposed to happen tomorrow is going to shape, whatever decision they make tomorrow is going to have an effect. So what are you projecting?
For me, if APC is a party that believes in justice, that believes in due process, somebody from North Central is supposed to emerge as their national chairman.
So if that happens, that's them going by the rules?
Sure, but they are not thinking about equity and justice. They are thinking about the next election. And North Central doesn't have enough voting power compared to Northwest. The population is in Northwest because Northwest has the biggest number of states.
Right.
Northwest has 7 states.
Right.
So it's because of it that they have abandoned the North Central and zoned it to not.
But they've not talked about zoning it yet. There are just speculations.
I'm telling you. So they are looking for somebody from the Northwest, especially Kanu. Understand?
Going back to Kano State.
Because one, either by crook or this thing, hook or crook, Kanu has been producing the largest number of votes in the country.
Right.
But we know that if due process is followed, over 50% of the votes that come from Kanu is invalid.
So talk about these votes coming out from Kanu and the fact that a lot of people, analysts have always said is that the numbers are not the reality of what's on ground. Do you agree that
Lagos is more populated than Kanu State? So why should Kanu be turning out more votes than Lagos State? Just ask yourself.
Do you agree that there's a need for a census to happen before the next election?
Not census.
I mean, how do we fight these things? How do we go against data? If that's the information that has been out for the longest time, so what's the measures that are supposed to be put out to counter these claims?
The last census in Nigeria was 2006. Understand? And by that census, Lagos State was shortchanged. Understand me? Lagos State was given 9 million votes because at that point in time, Fashionda was the chief of staff to Governor Bola Tinubu then. So the chief of staff was the head of the census in Lagos State.
Okay.
And Fashionda said that they spent 11 days and 11 nights counting all the houses in Lagos State, and they got it at 4.5 million. Now, when the census came out, it was 9 million, which means what they did was just to multiply 4.5 by 2.
So 2 people live in one compound.
Which means a family in Lagos State consists of just a husband and a wife.
No child.
No children. Understand me?
Doctor, let me go to Benin. Mr. Lefties, can you hear me now? If you are there, please say something, or you might just need to unmute your mic. Okay, we will connect with you with time. Doctor, let's talk about these issues. It's quite funny, but this is the destiny of Nigeria has been toiled with. Let's go back to the zoning and the APC NEC meeting dynamics. How might the zoning of the national chairmanship position the All Progressives Congress when it comes to upholding democratic values in the country?
Well, democratic value simply means following due process.
Yeah, the rule of law.
Doing the
right thing.
Right thing. That's forbidding imposition, allowing all the will of the people to that to count, because power belongs to the people. Understand me? So, and you cannot talk about peace without justice. Understand? So if they really want to follow democracy, they should also look at the word of peace. Because when you change, that's a geopolitical zone, you are not or when the person that you want, then that's not a democracy.
When it feels like, oh, this is what the party has said, but not the desires of the people, it becomes a problem. But what do you think, or what are the possibilities of President Bola Tinubu playing a role in shaping the outcome of the NEC meeting? Do you think that he would be interested in maybe manipulating whoever?
As we are sitting down here, Tinubu has known who is going to emerge as the president. Tinubu has
as we are sitting down right now. As
we are sitting down now, Tinubu has known who is going to emerge as national chairman of APC tomorrow. Understand? Them understand. So that I'm not going to see any kind of a surprise tomorrow.
So if you think or you conclude that Tinubu already knows who is going to emerge tomorrow, do you think that there might be some sort of
horse trading?
No, that's not the word. Maybe consideration maybe for some of the political elites across different regions in the north coming together, sitting down to make that decision?
One ambassadorial positions have not been filled.
Right, 2 years after.
Yes, so Al Makura, who is from the North Central, understand me?
Your consultation, that was what I wanted to say. Do you think that some consultations would have taken place, or it's going to be a sole responsibility of the president to just say, this is the person I want and that's it?
No, the purpose of every political party is to win an election.
Right.
So they must have decided which zone will help us to win. And the election is, politics is all about numbers. So that's why everybody is always looking at the Northwest.
Doctor, is it about the zone that is going to help us win, or a party that has structure, going by the structure, and everybody working together to ensure victory at the end of the day?
It's the zone that is going to help you to win, because that's the purpose that is the intention of every political party. And the Northwest has the three swing states that helps to determine who wins in the country. Understand me?
Right.
Which is Kano, Kaduna, Bauchi.
Oh, okay.
Understand me? So then in the south, we have Lagos Rivers.
But if you say that the chairmanship of the party is for this, the main job or one of the success that might be accredited to them is the fact that elections have to be won. The chairman of the coalition, the African Democratic Congress, ADC, David Mark, is from Benue State.
North Central.
So if you say that...
PDP, North Central.
Exactly. So if you say that the APC will look towards Kano because that is the zone that produced the results, are the other parties not interested in producing results?
No. It's by number. Your uncle, Fatai Ronin Donda sang a song, Ekeresi number one. Understand? We pass them by number. Understand? So Kano pass others by number.
You have not answered my question, Doctor. Other political parties have their candidates from zones outside the Northwest.
Mind you, David Mark is interim. Adebosana is interim, not substantive. So ADC will later have their convention where authentic national chairman, authentic national secretary would
eventually emerge.
Okay,
so let's talk about the influx of defectors from the PDP and its impact on the internal dynamics in the APC. What do you think this will cause? Because already we see across different states a lot of issues are already brewing up. We have people saying that, oh, those that came into the party newly should respect the old members of the party. There was a report of Mami Ayiri talking about Delta politics earlier today, where he was saying that those that newly joined the APC in Delta State should respect the fact that some people had been in the APC before they came in. These are just some of the issues that are affecting a lot of states where we saw massive defections. How do you think the party will be able to manage this and, stop coercion within the party?
I don't know if you know about this breadfruit, okwa. That's what Igbos call it, breadfruit. To produce it takes a very difficult processes. Understand? You have that to because it comes like a watermelon. You soak it until it becomes soft. So, and that's what building a party is. That's what building a political party is. Then after building, after taking all those efforts, energy in producing that breadfruit, then somebody somewhere will just sit down and begin that to eat. So that's what that woman was talking about. Understand? That they have struggled to build their party, and somebody is just coming to take over all the structure of the party. Talking about Sheriff, the governor.
The governor, yeah.
Understand me? So, but before any politician crosses over to a different political party, there's always a promise.
Right.
There's
a lot of negotiations, yes.
Understand me? So you cannot, if a senator in PDP is crossing over to APC without agreement, without negotiation, then he's a fool.
That's a strong word there. But let's see if we can connect from with our guest from Benin now. Mr. Lefties, are you there? Good afternoon. Please unmute your mic if you can hear me. Okay, there we go again. We'll continue to try to get his feedback on these issues. But doctor, what are the potential consequences of intra-party conflicts in these states that have been affected? We've heard the case of Kano State. A lot of people are speculating the return of Rabiu Kwakwanso and building some sort of alignment with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And we know what's happening or what happened between Rabiu Kwakwanso and Ganduje. Some had even said that Ganduje stepping aside by that time was as a result of some of the speculations that we're talking about now.
He never stepped aside. He was forced aside.
He resigned.
He was
and
forced
of course,
aside.
we have cases in Edo State too. In Rivers State, Rivers State has always been in the news. People from the All Progressives Congress members in Rivers State have always been in the news talking about how they should be respected and what the positioning of the structure should be like, regardless of whether the governor is joining or whatever relationship the president has with the FCT minister. And yes, the conversations are not ending. In Benue State, we see former governor not realigning with the sitting governor, and a lot of drama within the All Progressives Congress, but beautifully packaged, and all we see is the broom. So what are the potential consequences of this intra-party conflicts within the All Progressives Congress?
The most sensible product in the world today, whether politics, whether business, whether religion, is value.
Value.
People go there for value. So when you go and either coerce or convince a governor, sitting governor, to join your party, he is bringing value.
Right.
He is bringing the state resources.
The state resources is part of the value they are bringing.
Understand me? So with that, the person that brings the highest value takes the topmost position.
Oh.
So that's the reason why Sheriff was made the leader of APC in Delta State. A sitting governor crossing over to a different party because Ned Nwoko is interested in running in 2027.
Right.
Festus Keyamo is interested in running. Then
Omo
Agege. Understand? But they have checked that this man has the highest value. So they say, now you are now the leader of the party in Delta State. Then others are now trying that to put spokes. Understand me? In the wind. Understand me?
You are not bringing value. You are bringing smoke.
So that's what politics is all about.
Right.
So now, but it now depends when this person comes. If there's a proper arrangement, assuming that the people agree. Now, assuming that the key leaders of the party in Delta were consulted, this man wants to join us. Don't worry, you are not going to lose anything. Omagege, I'll be appointing you for this position. Festus Keyamo already has a position as a minister. Then Ned Nwoko is already a senator. Understand me? Ned Nwoko is already a senator. Your second term ticket is already assured.
But we also need to understand that the governor is also coming in with his own, I'm not coming in, he came in with his own structure. There are people that must have worked for the governor. So how do they put balance to all of this? But before I get your response on that, let's see if I can hear Mr. Leftis from Benin now. Good afternoon, Mr. Leftis. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, good evening.
All right.
I can hear you.
Okay. We're talking about the proposed national NEC meeting of the All Progressives Congress, which is supposed to hold tomorrow. And right now, the conversations are around the internal wrangling within the All Progressives Congress, considering the level of the... So what are your projections? What are your thoughts?
Honestly, I really wouldn't want to talk about any of these political issues because I think it's a party issue. And I'm not a member of any of the political party. And having any expectation from any of the political party is really, I don't think I'll be wrong if I say it's really not much of a Nigerian's issues.